Hey guys, it's Viejo here, and we're right in the middle of November here in 2024. Pretty nice day here on the central coast of California, but a little bit breezy this week. We got rain due in on the weekend. Hey, this is Wadcutter Wednesday, episode 5, part 2. If you remember last week, we cast up some of the 160 grain version of the ideal 358432 bullet and got a powder coated and ready to go. And we also have these same bullet that was sent to me by Andy 79Z28, but cast in zinc. And so what we're going to do today is get those guys loaded up, both of them. We're going to load them the same way, same charge, 2.8 grains of bullseye, just like we've been doing for all of the 38 special wad cutters, and then take them to the range and shoot them and see, you know, if there's any significant performance or difference in performance. This is pretty low charge, and I don't expect a whole lot of difference in velocity, but we're going to go see how they do and show you guys how that worked out. So let's go ahead and get right into the loading process. If you've been following along, it's going to look real familiar because we're kind of using a lot of the same dies and you know, doing it all on the Lee press here for the 38 specials anyway. So let's get into that. We'll get them loaded up. Here are our two 358432 bullets from Lyman. On the left is the lead bullet 160 grain version, and on the right, same mold number, okay, from Andy 79Z28 in zinc, weighing 96 grains. All right, here's our bullet. We only got about 24 of those, didn't make too many, just enough to kind of go compare. And those are sized at .358. There's our brass mixed range, 4 times fired by me. Okay, and we're using 2.8 grains of bullseye and some Remington 1.5 small pistol primers. Up here on the press, we're going to start with the Lee sizing die. Lee's sizing dies always work really well for me. If price is right, and pretty much a sizing die is a sizing die as far as handgun rounds go. To deliver the powder and expand the neck, flare the case mouth, we're going to use the Lee powder through charging die, okay, with the newer M style expander in it. And we're going to use a Hornady Cowboy cedar die. I'm starting to like these. They sell these individually. The throat on them is a little bit wider than most other dies, so we are less likely to get any scraping as we push that bullet up in and we get up closer to the crimp ring. Some of the dies start to narrow off a little bit early, I think, and start crimping that brass case mouth a little too soon. This one does not do that, unless you tell it to. It does have a crimp ring in there, but got a little more room down here in the throat of this guy. Plus we've, can't hardly see down here, but there is a, there it is, can you see it? Okay, we've got that sleeve in there that helps guide the bullet straighter into the case. And then we're gonna use Lee factory crimp die, not my favorite, but with these rounds that are seated way down into the case, like these guys. Here's my dummy round. You know, that thing's seated clear down in there, and if you don't get these things started and seated exactly straight, you can bulge one side out a little bit, you know, to one side or the other, and they may not chamber properly. So the Lee factory crimp die helps with that a little bit. I still don't like it because it has a tendency to sway your bullet down just a little bit, I think, but other guys argue about whether or not that really happens. But anyway, that's what we're going to use. And guys, if you're watching on YouTube, you know that I can't show you the actual hand loading sequences here on this platform. If you want to see that, you have to catch the full-length video over on my Rumble channel. That's at rumble.com, and you type in my channel name. It's Walter Bunning, just like you see right here. Okay, all one word mashed together like that. Yeah, sorry about that, but it's just not permissible here. Okay, there we are. We had 24 of the lead version of the 358432 weighing at 160 grains, and looks like 44 of Andy's zinc bullet weighing 96 grains. Both seeded to the same seeding depth, but the overall cartridge length was a little bit different. These guys end up being a little shorter, and most likely due to some powder coat on the noses. So these guys made them look a little bit, well, not look a little bit longer, they were a little bit longer, okay, by about 5 thousandths. But we're going to take them to the range. They're loaded otherwise identically, same dies, same day, same charge, same primers, etc. And we'll see what happens at the range. We expect that they will not shoot at the same velocity, right? Because these guys are so much lighter. All right, come back when we're back from the range. Okay, so the loading process pretty straightforward, eh? Okay, nothing real special going on there. We will go ahead then and jump out to the range, and we'll shoot a couple of wheels full of the lead version, and then we'll shoot some in the zinc version and take a look at the targets. I'm going to chronograph them for you, so we'll put up that information in the shooting section also. Lyman 358432 version. Rounds with the ideal 358432 in lead, 160 grains. Or you can also use 358432 in that is the Ideal 358432 in zinc. I shot 11 rounds and then thought I'd shot 12, but I stopped the camera and put one more in there. So there's 12 there. You didn't see the last one. Okay, so there you go. To be honest, to me, they felt like and looked like they performed just about the same. The lead versus the zinc, the velocities were a little bit different, but not significantly. Boy, that standard deviation in the zinc was horrid, though. It does not like that low charge, I don't think, at all. We expect to be able to shoot that zinc a lot faster than we do lead, and I think that would happen if we get up and significantly bump that charge up. But that's what we're doing here. We're shooting all of these 38s loaded the same way, the same charge, okay? Just to kind of see what happens when we do that. It's good. It's a safe charge, just not always the most accurate, but nonetheless, we got it done. I was a little surprised with that standard deviation in the zinc. Did you see that? No, 28. Oof. Anyway, so I had originally said that we were going to do all the 38s first, but I think that's going to get boring real fast, and I'm kind of already getting there, to tell you the truth. So I think what we'll do is break stride a little bit next time and get away from the 38s and start working a little bit with some of the others. I've got a few molds each for 41, 44, and 45 Colts. So let's do one of those next week, and then maybe come back and do another 38. I've still got maybe 8 more 38 molds to do. I've got a lot of them, not nearly so many in the other calibers, but anyway, so let's do something different next week. All right, that's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed that, got something out of it maybe, but from the Viejo bench for now, that's all she wrote.